This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. So we are almost completing the weekend. So tomorrow is the market opening. So let's understand what is there in the plate for next week. So this is astro perspective. So there is no necessary that everything will be perfect, but it's a overall view of how the markets can behave from the perspective of the astro, from the astrology perspective. So any views presented here is not to be taken for trading purpose, it's education purpose only. Any loss incurred by you on this view taken trade based on this view, I am not responsible. Okay, so please understand from the perspective of the learning perspective because astrology is only for guidance. You cannot take trades based on this unless you are very perfect about this thing, but nobody will be can be so perfect. You can just get take guidance, but technicals give you some leads actually. So let's get into the topics. Before that, I will just take you through the, okay, let me just take you through the Excel file now. Okay, so I'm not going to take so many this thing a long way. Let me just take it in cut short. So this is the next week, what are the planetary positions? So now Jupiter and Ketu was in conjunction for a long time now. Now this month end they are going to get separated on 20th September. Okay, so there will be big changes happening on this 20th September when the Ketu is away from Jupiter. Jupiter is controlled by Ketu to some extent, and also spreading the virus has been aggravated because of this thing. That is one scenario. When Jupiter is alone in his own house, Jupiter's own house will be there in Dhanush, then he will be almost free, is in own house. Now that time Moon is getting conjuncted on this day, Friday. On Friday, we are seeing conjunction happening between Moon and Jupiter, and most of times it has become very volatile actually. Moon and Jupiter conjunction is own house. But if you see here in the past, this is the past when Moon and Jupiter were conjuncting on these days in the year 2020. So this time, if you see, the market has been very volatile, particularly on these 3-4 days. If you see here 4 days, Jupiter has been very volatile. Jupiter Moon conjunction has been very volatile. Almost 1,000 points movement I have seen in the last these 4 days. Particularly on Friday, if you see 1,000 points movement I have seen. 17th April, it was a Friday. Otherwise, there is no Friday's conjunction happened. So this time, Moon Jupiter conjunction happening on Friday, and this the earlier last time also conjunction happened on Friday. In spite of the Ketu was there also. So I'm expecting some 1,000 points movement at least movement maybe on either side. I'm not able to tell very clearly whether positive or negative. I will show that angle also perspective from the Jupiter perspective. Then I will be coming to some conclusion also. Okay, so other days will be normal days, volatile moves of 300-400 points movement for Bank Nifty, which is normal for Bank Nifty. So that's what the nakshatra perspective also showing. But on Friday, Purvashada nakshatra is there. You mean you seen the last all the 9 nakshatras. Venus is the Purvashada. Okay, that time big days can be seen. That is also coinciding with the big day on Friday. So Moon Jupiter volatility, Purvashada on Friday, both are coming to a big day for Friday. So one should not miss like a strangle or something like that. We can think of taking a position, but long strangle is better because short strangle or short straddle will be a big disaster. So that's what my view actually, because if there is a big movement of 1,000 points, any short strangle, short straddle without protection will be a disaster. And that to Friday, thinking of big day. So that's one thing. Now let us go to another perspective, Jupiter also. So this is Jupiter transition happened since last 2007. Okay, I just taken one circle. Now currently the Jupiter is in here, Dhanush. Okay, now here he is this here Dhanush. November 30 June 2020, November 2020, he is in Dhanush now. Now whenever he was in Dhanush last time, because Jupiter moves yearly once, one house he is there for 1 year. In between he moves to other house, next house, and comes back. That's what he does also sometimes. But however, basically he will be in one house for 1 year normally. With sometimes the transition happens in between for 2-3 months. Earlier, exactly 12 years back, Dhanush, he was in Dhanush between 2007 November 22nd November 2007 to 10th December 2008. You know what happened in this time? Nobody can forget this. Correct? Now after that, Dhanush came in between this year. 30th March to 22nd April 2019. And then here 5th November 2019 to 30th March 2020. Here also you know what happened here. So, and also next time is now he is in 30th June to 20th November 2020. Now, whenever he is exiting, before exiting, some big moves definitely will be happening, down move. That's what it looks like, because if you see here, the big move happened here in October, November, the last final gap downs was so serious, lower circuits. So 30th June, from if you see in the March, whatever happened here in the end before going out of Dhanus, he gave such a big moves and then he moved to Makaram. So here from 30th June, we've been very, very silent actually, not such a big moves, everything is bullish. So September, October, November. So this September also finished, nothing great dhamak on the downside happened, everything slowly moving on the upside. October, November, before he is Jupiter is moving out of Dhanus, some big cracks can be seen. That's what I'm expecting, considering this perspective. So this is not something like I'm cooking something or saying something else or whatever may be the case. You see from your perspective, only the Jupiter's perspective, what has happened here, without any conjunction, nothing, because Jupiter is a wealth creator. Okay, so he can do wealth creation, wealth destruction, both he can do. So everything related to wealth, the main karaka is Jupiter. Okay, so you just observe yourself and understand, do some study. It will be interesting for you also. You're also learning something new. I'm also learning. Nobody is perfect in anything. So just we are learning also. This is my perspective based on the past, because there are combinations, are several millions of combinations are there, astro combinations. It is we need to interpret. How we interpret also matters. So my interpretation is like October, November can be a big cracks can be seen in the markets based on this, before, because whenever he is leaving that particular house, before that he is giving the big cracks. So it is better that we be on safe side for the next 2 months based on this, not only for weekly perspective, for the month till November also, based on this consideration, it is better that we be on the safe side from the perspective of Jupiter. Okay, now let us go to this thing and see. And we saw is already the volatility will be there for Friday. That's what we are seeing. And I think this is the cover. I'm not taking too much time on this. So for Friday, just be careful. Big day will be there. So try to buy options that day. And whatever you have been silent in these days, 4 days, you'll make all the money in Friday. That's what I'm expecting. Let us see. Okay. Now we'll also learn something new in the astrology also today at a chance. So we saw this already in the past 4 sessions, 4 astrology sessions during the day, also during the weekdays. We saw that what is the combination. These 4 planets are friendly, and these 3 planets are among them friendly, but enemy with other this group. And Rahu Ketu separate category, and they are friendly with these people, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and enemy with these 4 planets. So just I'm just doing a rehearsal of everything so that you don't forget. You need to rehearse this everything so that you become continuously, because there are a lot of rules are there in astrology, and you need to, unless you do continuous practice, you will not be able to remember this. So you need to know this, what are the planets and what are the sun signs, and where the zodiac signs, where the combinations are lying this. So this is applicable only even for marriages also. I will tell in the next session, like how your marriage also, like the alignment happens between 2 people when you are this particular zodiac and another zodiac. Is a basic consideration one should see. There are so many people, astrologers are seeing so many matching and all, but this basic matching should be seen. So you may be consulting astrologer for your children or for son or daughter, relative, anybody, but you let them do whatever analysis they want to do, but you can see basic analysis, which I will tell you in the next session also. You will understand that. And this one we saw that every house, who is the lord of that house and who is ruling. This is a ruling house. This is a ruling house for Mars, Mesha Rasi. This is the ruling. Mars is ruling planet, so they are the very good supporters. These planets are supporters for people who are in the Aries. That's the what we saw in the earlier session. Now next thing we'll see is the each planet, each house, for each house there is one particular part of the body is assigned also. Okay, like for Aries we saw here, just see this here, this also you can know, remember this Aries. It will take some time to memorize. Aries, you can see here, Aries head. Okay, the head is the part assigned to Aries. So any person who is the Aries person, always the major danger happens to the head injuries. So that's the reason, if you see, if a person is a Aries person, the astrologer may be telling that you would be careful while driving two-wheelers. Okay, that's what they tell you. Head injuries can happen, like damage to head or anything like head injuries, very serious, can happen to Aries. So always, that's the reason they will always be careful with the driving two-wheelers. You can drive four-wheelers. There also danger is there, but high danger is in two-wheelers. And if you see here, Venus, Rishabha Rasi. Okay, Rishabha Rasi, if you see here, the face. For face, like pimples, you'll get pimples, or some irritation might come, something like face, some danger can happen to the face. The beauty can go off because of some reason, some accident or something also. So this danger can come, or some skin disease or anything related to face can come. So like this, each and everything you can see for neck, chest. Okay, like Scorpio, who are in Scorpio, they can, the reproductive organ, they'll have a problem. They may not be able to produce the children. Sometimes they have some problems, inner problems will be there. So like in case for Makar Rasi, they'll see they have problems in the knees. They might have some problems in the knees in the early age itself. Normally for older ages, they'll get knees pain, but the higher chance of the Makar Rasi guys, people will be getting knee pain a lot. And Meena Rasi, they have problem with feet, like maybe like any kind of problem related to the feet can come. So you have to be careful. The people who are in the particular zodiac signs need to be careful with this kind type of this part of the body actually. So that's the thing, you have to how to read this body, how you to take care of your body parts, and which zodiac sign, this relationship, this is one another angle of how you can read your zodiac signs and you take care of your body parts also. So just take note of this snapshot of this, and you have this also with you. Take a snapshot of this, and you can correlate and understand. Maybe you want to cross check, you can check with other person who is what is zodiac sign and what kind of major problem he has gone through, that you'll be able to correlate with this one. Okay, now we saw last time, yesterday, last week also, like what is ascendant, what is Mr. Narendra Modi's ascendant. Okay, so what is important ascendant we saw. Now we will see houses. Okay, we call first house. The ascendant is called the first house. This is the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is how the number of house. Number first house means somebody telling about your second house strong, fourth house is strong, means this is the way you have to read. Yeah, ascendant is the first house. Next house is always you go from this direction. Okay, clock direction, not anti-clock, clockwise direction. You have to see the house calculation. And just before the ascendant is the 12th house. You can see 12th house, 11th house, 10th house. This is the way how it works. Now every house has some meaning. Which planets are there? Which house is there? What conjunction is happening in that house? There are so many meaning for this. Now, for example, the first house. The first house represents the birth, the self. You can see, like as I mentioned the last time also, like 60 to 70% of the character of person can be known from the first house. Where his first house is, what kind of person he is, what is physical characters, what kind of person he'll be, what kind of approach he'll be, emotions, how it will be. So many things will be known from the first house. Okay. Now we will see the Mr. Narendra Modi's horoscope also. That way you'll be able to remember, because always when you want to remember something, you need to correlate with something and the real character, so that you'll be able to understand. Because we see here, first house is Scorpio for Mr. Narendra Modi. Okay, ascendant is Scorpio, and moon is in the ascendant also conjunction. When moon is there in the conjunction in the ascendant, then the person will be more attached to the mother. There is one thing. It's not everything can be true also, because 60 to 65% will be astrology, everything defined. Whereas 35% is defined by the karma, law of karma. So he'll be more attached to the mother. That's the first thing. And more emotional person, because moon is related to emotions. A more emotional person. And Mars is the courage. Mars is like a commando. Okay, for the army, commando. Mars represents commando. So he is that way. He is very strong also that way. Emotional but strong. Mars is giving the strength. So that way you have to read this person. You can just correlate how he is emotional. Like during his oath of taking as a prime minister, he just almost he went to tears actually, for some few seconds. Okay, that is he showing this weakness here as an emotional person. Mars, how strong he is, like while launching the GST, which the earlier government could not launch because of so many reasons, whatever. Mars, when he's so strong, he was able to do the demonetization, which was not possible before several years. He was able to do GST, he was able to do demonetization. That shows his courage. And he was able to go to Pakistan, okay, as a alone person, suddenly surprise visit he made. Okay, these are courageous things he was able to do. Whether right, wrong, whether he was doing something which is not to be done, not to be done, is separate thing. But whether this courageous thing he was able to do means all because of this Mars in his ascendant. Now let us see the second house. Second house related to wealth. Wealth means depends on like which planet is in that particular house, also gives them more push actually. The second house means wealth, it deals with wealth, family, and right eye, and what he kind of person eats, whether what kind of speech he'll be making, and mainly is a wealth actually. The main thing you have to remember is wealth actually. The second house, wealth karaka. Okay. Now if you see here in this house, wealth karaka is empty. Okay, he's not such a wealth accumulator or something like Mukesh Ambani or any what you can tell Birlas or something like that. He's a very normal person. If you see second house empty, there is no planets like Venus or Saturn. You know, nobody's pushing to push the weight, wealth or empty, showing that is not such a great person in wealth accumulation. That you also know, correct? So that's the way you remember. Just correlate. You'll never forget what is the all about the house importance. Now third house is adventure, short-term travels. The people who are traveling from office to house every day, just keep traveling, or like marketing persons, they'll be keep traveling for their marketing purpose. That kind of travels will show. And somebody who travels for trekking and all, they will do good trekking. And then the brothers, sisters, whether you have a younger brother, sister, how many brothers, and yeah, about their type of people relationship with them, what is the mental strength the person have, and what kind of courage he's having. Okay, so many things will be there represented in the third house. If you see here, mainly siblings. Okay, siblings, short-term travel. Okay, if you see his third house, 1 2 3, third house, short-term travel, nothing like that. Okay, as a prime minister, he'll be traveling small things. That's another thing. Brothers, sisters, there is no great relationship with brothers, sisters. Okay, everything is empty. So this is the relationship showing for brothers, sisters. And his short-term travel, he does long-term travel, he goes to several countries, so it nothing to do with the short-term travel also. So this is the way how we can correlate with his horoscope. Next, the fourth house. The fourth house is house, like all his materialistic things, possession of land, house, properties, cars, bungalows, or villas. Okay, so many things like mobile, costly mobiles. So many things you can do. Mobiles will not be much there, but main thing is very tangible and materialistic things. If you're whether you can able to possession of that, that's what tells here. House. Okay, the fourth house. Just see fourth house. What happened here? Jupiter. Okay, this is Jupiter, where he has, as a prime minister, is holding definitely lot of happiness. As happiness is there. Okay, Jupiter's wealth expansion, and he's expanding things. Happiness is because he's happy with his character as a prime minister, as a leader, as a national leader. So that's why he is building happiness. For some people, if you have a lot of wealth, you'll be happy. Some people, you have good powers, you'll be happy. Some people, you have good relationship, networking, you'll be happy. So he's happy and he's expanding his happiness. Jupiter is expanding his happiness in the fourth house. So Jupiter, that's what Karaka is telling, that the happiness is coming from his relationship and his leadership and his dominance in the top level of the country. Okay, so that's what is all fourth house. We can see the all 12 houses in the coming days. So this is a small short-term video about the view and learning astrology also. Hope you are getting benefit. Please give your feedback and you are thinking about the video, what you learned, how interesting this is, how useful for you also, so that I can continue this kind of things for you. Unless you motivate me, I'll not be able to do something great. Okay, everything lies in your hands. Please subscribe and like the channel so that I'll be able to do better for you, and also I can also learn something new and improve myself and help you in learning yourself also. Thank you so much. Bye.